The two women who were sent to jail over an anti-CAA play at Shaheen School in Karnataka's Bidar will be released today after the court granted them bail yesterday. A sedition case was slapped against the two women, the headmistress of Shaheen School and the mother of a 9-year-old student, for their alleged involvement in staging of a play against the Citizenship Amendment Act on January 21st. The duo have been behind bars since January 30. FIR was lodged against the school authorities in a complaint by an activist who alleged that the play against CAA had portrayed Prime Minister Modi in a bad light. The police have also questioned the school students several times, even as parents objected to the grilling, saying it was against the Juvenile Justice Act.
Big relief for mother of 11-year-old student and headmistress of Shaheen School in Karnataka's Bidar. After spending 14 days in jail over an alleged anti-citizenship law play, the two women have finally been given bail by a district court in Bidar. Appearing for the two women, advocate Narayan Ganesh argued that this was a politically motivated case and the play did not create any unrest or amount to sedition.
आज मैं ये खबर सुन के बहुत खुश हो गई। कल मेरे मम्मी आ रहे बोल के, कल मेरे मम्मी के साथ मैं कल घर को जाऊंगी। बहुत खुश हूँ मैं।
We have put forth before the Honorable Sessions Court their name have not been arraigned as accused in a FIR complaint, and there are not a single allegations upon these petitioners. Therefore, we have put forth before the Honorable Sessions Court the very much prima facie material to grant the bail.
On February 12th, the Shaheen School administration, where the anti-CAA play was performed, denied staging any such play and went on to claim that Modi government's policies were not criticized at the group's primary or high school. This came after Karnataka police kept repeatedly questioning students aged between 9 to 12 over the alleged anti-CAA play. Upping the ante against Yedurappa government, Congress leader and former Chief Minister Siddaramaiah visited the school on Friday and met the girl student who acted in the play.
This is deliberate, intentional and illegal.
But the big question is, after bail order from Bidar court, will the children caught in this vicious political face-off finally get some relief?
With the two women finally securing bail, ended up in judicial custody. With video journalist Madhuar, Nolan Pinto for India Today in Bidar.
Hundreds of members of Islamic outfits took to the streets and blocked roads at many places in Tamil Nadu on Friday night, hours after the Chennai police resorted to lathi charge in an attempt to disperse a large group of anti-CAA protesters at Washermanpet in Chennai. Large numbers of people gathered at three key junctions in Coimbatore district, Mettupalayam, Attupalam and Pollachi, to condemn the alleged police assault on protesters. Several protesters were also detained. However, after Chennai police held discussions with representatives of the Muslim organizations, all detainees were released.
Massive CAA, NRC, NPR protests, and all the protesters here have been demanding that police officials who were involved in the lathi charge at the anti-CAA protest at Washermanpet in Chennai should be taken to the task for the kind of brutality that they showed to the individuals who were there, who were doing a peaceful protest, is the demand of these protesters. At this point of time, we can see how this large gathering is in separate groups raising slogans against anti-CAA, NPR and NRC, and they're repeatedly being approached by police officials requesting that they all move out, and also stating that those 120 odd individuals who were detained by the police at Washermanpet have been released, and it is time for all these individuals to all also peacefully disperse off from here. But these individuals have been continuously stating that they are not ready for this kind of an instruction. They will protest. They're saying that protesting is a democratic right and they are not ready to let go of it. This is almost like a situation what we saw in Shaheen Bagh, where people were not ready to move out from their protest spot, and all these individuals who have gathered here have been repeatedly saying that CAA, NRC and NPR is against the interest of the Muslims here. It's against the interest of the religious right. But these individuals have been citizens of this country and they have every right to demand that they protest against something that they feel is injustice. And at this point of time, you can see how police officials are continuously trying to have a conversation, trying to make the protesters understand that it is time for them to disperse off, that those protesters who were detained have been let out. With camera person Daniel from Chennai, this is Akshay Nag for India Today.
After actor Vijay's Chennai house was raided by the IT department last week, the new song of his upcoming film Master was released on Friday. The song, which is sung by Thalapathy Vijay himself, is going viral on social media. The song talks about life's hardships and how one's positive outlook can replace life's negativity. Remember, Tamil superstar Vijay was summoned by the Income Tax Department after IT sleuths unearthed 77 crore rupees in cash and gold jewellery from the Bigil financier's house during the raids. Now, even as Kerala battles coronavirus, there is no end to myths surrounding the spread of the virus. Restaurant owners say people are avoiding Chinese food and that the footfall is on the decline. People are also thronging Ayurveda hospitals in order to find out if alternate science has an answer to the crisis. The doctors, however, say personal hygiene is the only prevention against the spread of the virus. More in this report.
As 24 countries battle the coronavirus, it's no wonder that people are desperate for a cure. Is an alternative science an answer?
Even though the spread of coronavirus across the country may be under control, false information, misinterpretation, rumours is something that the governments are barely able to control. I'm here at the government Ayurveda college in Kerala, where they claim that many members are coming in asking for alternative medicine to coronavirus.
In our protocol, it was not mentioned any Ayurvedic medicine should be given like that. So we are not treated any of the cases. But we have awareness programs. Even for the medical people, the Ayurvedic medical people, as well as for the public.
Ayurveda tells so many things against prevention of infection, not so specific to coronavirus, but that can also be given to the people. And the management pattern of the coronavirus is strictly as per the government protocol.
Myths surrounding food habits too have surfaced. Footfall in restaurants have come down by 15%.
All year, maybe less people come in this place, problem.
People are worried.
Worried. Maybe big problem facing people.
Many of them says cannot eat meat, fish like that.
Okay. Do you believe in that?
No,
Not at all.
not at all.
You eat meat, fish and all
Yeah, we have it every day.
What do you eat?
Like we have fish, chicken and all. It's not that. It's just about hygiene, I guess.
People have also been buying raw meat without a worry.
Business, any problem?
No problem.
Same?
Doctors say personal hygiene can be the only way to prevent contracting this virus.
Well, in Kerala, they believe that the government is doing a great job. The government has now been clamping down on several people coming into Kerala via international airports, coming in from those respective countries. It seems like Kerala has been doing a great job in combating the virus here. This is Nabila wrapping up with camera person Shakil for India Today.
One more Indian stuck in the coronavirus hit Japanese cruise ship has now tested positive, taking the number of infected Indians on board the ship to 3. The Indian embassy in Tokyo is in touch with them. Another stranded student in China's Wuhan has urged the government for help. Take a look.
Stranded on an ocean liner since February 3rd, hoping to return home soon. 138 Indians are confined on the Diamond Princess, a Japanese cruise ship which was quarantined after a passenger who deboarded in Hong Kong was found to be infected with the coronavirus. All but 6 of them work for the cruise company. On Friday, a third Indian crew member has been tested positive. Authorities put the total number of infected people on the ship at 218. The Indian embassy in Tokyo has said it is in constant touch with the Indians on the ship. Those who have caught the virus are in stable condition, the embassy said.
6 দিন বাকি আছে, 6 দিন পরে সব শেষ হয়ে যাবে, সবাই ঠিক ভালোভাবে বাড়ি পৌঁছবে, আর যারা ইন্ডিয়ান আক্রান্ত হয়েছেন তারাও ঠিক চিকিৎসাধীন হয়ে ভালো হয়ে ইন্ডিয়া যাবে, কেউ মরবে না, শিওর। জাপানিজ গভর্নমেন্ট তাদের সবাইকে ঠিক করে দিবে। আশা করি আর 2 দিনের মধ্যে যা হবে রেজাল্ট হবে, তারপর আর কেউ আর এই করোনা ভাইরাসে আক্রান্ত হবে না, এটা জাপানিজ গভর্নমেন্ট বলেছে। তো সবাই ভালো থাকবেন। ইন্ডিয়ান এম্বাসি সবসময় টাচে আছে আমাদের সঙ্গে, বিদেশ মন্ত্রক।
The Japanese government has started evacuating elderly passengers who have tested negative, moving them to a government facility. Meanwhile, Indians who are still in Wuhan, the epicenter of the coronavirus, are concerned. Monica Sethuraman, a PhD student, said the situation was worrisome.
Initially, it felt like everything is under control and China can control this and China will take care of every needs. But unfortunately, there is a water shortage in the dormitory and we do feel the resource crunch and we do feel the pain of the economy. We are not getting some essentials. But everything should be fine. Eventually, we hope that it will be fine.
There is a reason to be worried. China is struggling to contain the virus spread. On Friday, it reported the death of 6 health workers due to the virus. The country's medical facilities are being tested as cases rise. Bureau Report, India Today.
A year after the Pulwama attack that killed 40 CRPF personnel, bitter political game has in fact erupted, with the opposition demanding answers on the progress of the inquiry into the attack. Meanwhile, the CRPF has refused to share the probe report. So is the government hiding the probe report?
February 14th, 2019. A jeep packed with 80 kgs of RDX rammed into a CRPF vehicle on the Jammu-Srinagar highway, killing all 40 CRPF jawans on board. February 14th, 2020. Now, a year after the dastardly attack, the NIA is not only yet to file a charge sheet in the case, but is also yet to clearly establish Pakistan's link to the attack. The NIA has claimed that it's unable to trace the source of the explosives and the evidence gathered has not been corroborated yet. What's also muddying the waters for the NIA is the fact that 4 attackers have already been killed in encounters. Meanwhile, away from all this, a bitter blame game has erupted. Congress MP Rahul Gandhi demanding to know who benefited from the attack. The BJP was soon to hit back.
The government had a responsibility to keep our soldiers safe. Who is responsible? Was there carelessness? Was there bad decision making? And even worse, was there conspiracy? Something has to be investigated. 1 year later, the fact that we have no answers is actually an insult to the martyrs. And I think that's why Rahul Gandhi and the Congress party were totally justified after 1 year in raising these questions.
He never stands with India when the need is to do so. Remember when we had a surgical strike, he was questioning the surgical strike and he had coined the term Khoon ki dalali for surgical strike. For the air strike also he had certain questions. And now when the time comes for the country to stand in solidarity with the martyrs of the country, we have Mr. Rahul Gandhi coming up with benefit politics.
Also joining the chorus demanding answers was the left, which claimed that the Pulwama memorial was one that reminded us of the government's incompetence.
After our investigation, NIA came out with such information. But there must be some credibility. One, not only on the report, but what happened to the intelligence.
ये लोग हमेशा शहीदों की चिताओं पर खेल खेलते रहे हैं, जो भी कोई नया मुद्दा होता है उसके खिलाफ बात करते हैं, जो पाकिस्तान के साथ ऐसा लगता है कि ये कहीं ना कहीं उनके साथ मिले हुए हैं।
A year after the worst terror attack in history on our forces, even as politics over it continues, the government has failed to give any answers on what has been done to contain the lapses that will prevent such an attack again. With Shweta Singh in Pulwama, Bureau Report, India Today.
An FIR has been registered against 4 people, including the principal of a college in Gujarat's Bhuj, where over 60 girls were forced to strip to prove they were not menstruating. Now, along with the principal, the hostel warden and 2 lady assistants have also been booked. The NCW has taken suo motu cognizance of the incident and has also formed an inquiry committee which will visit the hostel. The students had to go through the humiliation after the hostel warden complained to the principal that some students had violated religious norms and entered the temple and kitchen area while they were on their periods.
The medieval truth of New India. 68 girls in a Bhuj college forced to remove their undergarments to prove they weren't menstruating.
તો એ લોકોના ઘણા બધા રૂલ્સ છે, રેગ્યુલેશન છે, એ બધાની સંસ્થાનો હોય જ છે અને અમને એની રિસ્પેક્ટ પણ કરીએ છીએ, અમને એનાથી કોઈ જ વિરોધ નથી. પણ હમણાં 2-3 દિવસથી એ લોકોએ અમને એટલું મેન્ટલી ટોર્ચર કર્યું છે અને હમણાં 11 તારીખે એ લોકોએ અમને કોલેજની આખા કેમ્પસ વચ્ચે હોસ્ટેલવાળાને બેસાડી અને એક છોકરીને વોશરૂમમાં લઈ જઈને પીરિયડ્સનું ચેક કરાવડાવ્યું છે અને એ લોકોએ ટચ નથી કર્યું, પણ એ લોકોએ વર્બલી એટલું અમને ટોર્ચર કરી નાખ્યું હતું કે અમે અમારી જાતે કપડાં ઉતારીને એ લોકોને ચેક કરાવવું પડ્યું છે. બોલાવ્યા છે પેસેજમાં, બધાની સામે અહીંયા પેસેજમાં પહેલાં બેસાડ્યા, બધાને કીધું કે જે પીરિયડ્સમાં હોય એ ઊભા થઈ જાવ. તો અમે 2 છોકરીઓ હતી, 68ની સંખ્યા છે, એમાંથી 2 છોકરીઓ હતી કે જે પીરિયડ્સમાં હતી તો એ ઊભી થઈને અલગ સાઈડમાં બેસી ગઈ હતી.
This stunning incident took place at the Sri Shahjahanand Girls Institute in Bhuj after the hostel warden complained to the principal that some hostlers had violated the college menstruation rules.
મને જાણવા મળ્યું કે અહીંયા કશી ઘટના ઘટી છે એટલે તરત જ મેં એક તપાસ સમિતિ બનાવી દીધી અને એમના જે લાગતા વળગતા લેડી મેમ્બર હશે એણે કોઈ પણ પ્રકારનો સ્પર્શ કર્યા વિના માત્ર બહેનો પાસેથી જાણ્યું કે એ લોકો ઋતુધર્મમાં છે અને વિદ્યાર્થીનીઓએ પછી માફી પણ માગી.
Believe it or not, this college hostel has menstruation rules. Rules that once again reinforce every menstruation myth, every period taboo. Girls on their period cannot touch anyone, can't touch anything, can't enter the kitchen, can't enter the temple. And the fact that this hostel has a menstruation room in the basement, away from the main hostel, where a girl is supposed to spend her menstruating days in complete isolation. When one of the girls allegedly broke one of the rules, the warden made all the girls in their first and second year college strip down to prove they weren't menstruating.
કોલેજમાં આવ્યા અને જોયો તો છોકરીઓ બધાને માનસિક રીતે એટલી બધી ગભરાયેલી હતી કે જેની વાત જ ન પૂછો એમ. તો છોકરીઓ આયા ભેગી બધી રડી જ પડી. અમે આયા એટલે બધી છોકરીઓ અહીંયા ભેગી થઈ ગઈ અને અમને કે પપ્પા આ રીતે અમારાથી થયું છે એમ. તો પહેલાં તો અમારો જીવ જ ઉકળી ગયો એમ કે આના વિશે ખરેખર તો પગલાં લેવા પડે એમ. તો પછી થોડીક વાર વિચાર્યો એમ એટલે મગજ શાંત રાખી અને અમે મીડિયાવાળાને બોલાયા. અમારી એના માટે લાગણી છે, સંસ્થા પ્રત્યે અમારી લાગણી, સંસ્થાને કોઈ વિરોધ નથી, પણ જે કાંઈ એને અહીંયા જે 2-4 શિક્ષક કે આચાર્ય છે એને ખરેખર થવું જ જોઈએ એમ. સંસ્થા સારી છે, સંસ્થા સાથે અમારે કોઈ વિરોધ નથી.
While the dean of the college has formed a committee to investigate, the archaic rules still remain unchanged. However, action has now been taken in form of an FIR against the college principal, the hostel warden and 1 teacher. When enough has gone down in newsprint, in popular cinema to dispel every myth attached to menstruation, some mindsets, even in the field of education, remain unchanged. Time to break every menstruation taboo. Period. Bureau Report, India Today.
Shifting focus, preparations are on in full swing in Gujarat, where US President Donald Trump, along with First Lady Melania Trump, will address the Kem Chho Trump event at Motera Stadium, hosted by Prime Minister Modi. Trump is also expected to visit the Sabarmati Ashram. Here's a report.
Ahmedabad is dressing up for Kim Cho Trump. US President Donald Trump and Melania will be in India on February 24th and 25th, with Ahmedabad the only city in their schedule aside from Delhi. Trump said he was looking forward to his India visit. Prime Minister Narendra Modi has promised to make it a memorable one.
I just spoke with Prime Minister Modi. It's the largest stadium in the world. He's building it now. It's almost complete, and it's the largest in the world. And he's a friend of mine. He's a great gentleman, and I look forward to going to India. So we'll be going at the end of the month.
On 24th February, Trump will be given a grand roadshow in Ahmedabad after he lands. He will tour the Sabarmati Ashram and inaugurate the world's biggest cricket stadium with Prime Minister Narendra Modi. The state government expects more than 1.25 lakh people to be there at the Motera Stadium when Trump visits.
इनॉग्रेशन के समय देश विदेश से आमंत्रित मेहमान भी आएंगे और उनको कुछ दिक्कत ना हो, इस वजह से कॉरपोरेशन ने अपनी तैयारी चालू कर दी है। यहाँ का जो मेट्रो स्टेडियम तक पहुँचने का जो रास्ता है, रास्ते पर भी काम कर दिया गया है। जो भी तैयारी करनी है उसकी अभी मीटिंग चालू है।
While Delhi will be the business part of the trip, it's in Ahmedabad where the Trumps will be given a feel of the grand cultural heritage of India. Bureau Report, India Today.
In an effort to give acid attack survivors another shot at moving on with their lives, the Orange Cafe and Restaurant has now been inaugurated in Varanasi in association with Care Today and Action Aid Association. Now that will be entirely owned and managed by the acid attack survivors. Here's our good news story today.
2017 में मई में
2017 में तो कैसे हुआ, क्या हुआ, कहाँ जा रही थी आप?
रात में सर सो रहे थे तब आके डाल दिया।
Sangeeta was only 16 years old when acid was thrown at her face in 2017 while she was sleeping outside her home in Prayagraj. Another acid attack survivor, Shanu Sonkar, was targeted over a property dispute her family was caught in.
लोग का कहने का मतलब था कि हम 6 बहन हैं, आपकी अगर एक बेटी है उसे मेरे बड़े पापा चाचा ये आसपास वाले कहते जहर वाली सुई लगवा दो, क्या करोगी आप, आपकी तो ऑलरेडी 6 बेटियां हैं, तो एक मर जाएंगी तो क्या फर्क पड़ता है।
Shanu and Sangeeta are now the faces of the newly inaugurated Orange Cafe and Restaurant in Varanasi. An India Today Group initiative in partnership with Action Aid that aims to give these women a shot at a better livelihood. Action Aid members say that the initiative started with giving training in hospitality and cooking to the acid attack survivors.
It's been not an easy journey for us, apart from the struggle in their own lives, running from pillar to post, even in terms of getting medical support.
लोग कहते हैं कि हर एक चीज़ की शुरुआत मुझसे होनी चाहिए, तो इसकी शुरुआत ही में ही अगर हम हैं तो पूरी काशी इनके साथ है और जो भी ज़रूरत पड़ेगी हम लोग हैं यहाँ पे, चाहे वो प्रतिनिधि हो, चाहे वो आम संस्था हो, चाहे जितने भी व्यापारी हों, सभी से मैं अनुरोध करती हूँ कि आप लोग इनका पूरा सहयोग करें।
The acid attack victims are happy that they would finally stand on their own feet and will not be dependent on their family members for survival. This cafe set up by the Care Today Fund and India Today's Group initiative in partnership with the Action Aid Association will empower acid attack victims to fulfill their dreams. In Varanasi with camera person Sanjay Singh, Nilanshu Shukla for India Today.
And that's a wrap on this bulletin. For all the latest news and updates, you can log on to indiatoday.in. You can also download the India Today app. Thank you for watching.
Hi everyone, Preeti Chaudhary here. Hope you like this video. For latest news and analysis, like and subscribe to the India Today YouTube channel. And don't forget to press the bell icon to stay updated. Thank you for watching.